Hello, my loves, and welcome to the Lighthouse Meditation. We shall be cleansing, charging, and activating each of your 7 main chakras, as well as gathering with a guide or two along the way. Make sure you have done everything you need to for the next 20 or so minutes. You're not driving, you've pulled the blinds and closed the door, and given yourself space to be open to the endless possibilities brought to you by the light and love of the lighthouse. Now let's begin by getting comfortable, becoming seated on the ground, sitting in a chair with your back straight and feet firmly planted on the floor, or laying down. Each position will bring about the same knowledge as long as you are willing to surrender to the experience. If you happen to fall asleep, your subconscious will still be listening, and you will retain what information is needed. Settle in as we begin our journey by taking a walk through a lush green forest. The sun is setting and is casting an incredible glow through the trees. The light seems to bring with it a sense of ease and comfort. You're not scared or fearful of the forest or the darker areas settling into the trees. Instead, you are intrigued by what lies in the shadows, wondering if fairies are hosting a party somewhere nearby. You take this time to explore the forest, your heart and inner mind, knowing that these 20 minutes are yours and yours alone, and that taking this time to find your center is essential to your growth. If there are any distractions in your outer world, allow them to deepen your meditative state instead of diverting your attention. Know that those sounds are meant to help you through this meditation. Do your best to focus on my voice and let your heart follow along. As you are walking the packed down path, if you notice any animals scurrying about or birds flying nearby, they are each here to help you guide towards your greatness. Listen to them. Do they have any messages for you? Do not be alarmed if animals, people, essences, or inanimate objects seem to be able to telepathically communicate with you. You can hear waves in the distance, making beautiful background music for the crickets chirping, bugs buzzing, and bats flapping about the trees. As you walk down the path towards the lighthouse, you can see the bright flashing light through the trees calling you forward. The waves crashing against the shore become as rhythmic as your steps. You continue walking down the tree-lined trail, and you come upon a little wooden bridge. You see, as you step up onto the wooden boards, that it spans over a small trickling stream, fed from the waters you can hear much closer now. You glance down the wooden footpath, and it seems to lead you around a corner, apparently into the unknown. But you know, in your heart, that the lighthouse lies just beyond the bridge. The light flashes ahead are a reminder that you don't have far to go before you're standing at the base of the beacon of light. Following your intuition, you carry on, along the bridge, guided by the light and the pathway. As you round the corner, over the stream and through the trees, you come to the end of the trail and see the lighthouse, standing gallantly at the end of the pier. Its gentle light calls out to you, inviting you inside, just as a flash of lightning in the distance catches your eye. You walk along the pier as the wind picks up and pushes you back a little, but the wind doesn't stand a chance against your determination. The tall, white structure stands strong against the darkening sky, and you are filled with anticipation as you reach the entry staircase at the base of the lighthouse. Reaching for the railing, you begin walking the stairs towards the entrance. As you take the first step, you can feel yourself deepening into a state of ease and comfort. The second step, bringing a wave of gratitude for being here in this moment. The third step deepens your spiritual connection and calls in your guides. The fourth step produces a bubble of protection, magically coming from your feet and stretching to just above your head. It doesn't obstruct your view, but it does feel like your body has a shield around it, and nothing negative nor harmful will penetrate it. The fifth and final step fills your entire body with light from the lighthouse. You feel infused with love, compassion, faith, and truth as you take the last steps towards the entrance door. As you reach for the door handle, it opens for you as if on command, and you see a red glow coming from inside. It calls to you, inviting you into the safety of the lighthouse. Another flash catches your eye, but from a peripheral, you can't be sure if it was lightning or the light going round and round from the lighthouse. Instead of wondering about the light outside, you're focused on the light inside of you and the glow coming from within the tower in front of you. Slowly pulling open the door, you slip inside, revealing the most sacred room you have ever stepped foot in. On the ground floor of the lighthouse, a red room filled with candles and all the things that bring a sense of safety and security can be found within these walls. Your favorite pictures hang on the walls, your favorite snacks are on the table waiting for you, and the comfiest bed you've ever seen rests to the left. Sage is burning on the table beside the snacks, and you are drawn towards the smoke as it rises. Stepping forward, you notice that with each step you take towards the table, that you are becoming more and more comfortable. You take the sage from its resting place, smudging your mind, body, and spirit. And with each inhale of smoke, you can feel the protection of your ancestors surging around you. From somewhere deep inside the lighthouse, you hear,
"You are safe, you are confident, you are abundant, you are healthy, you are wealthy, and you have everything you need. You're grounded, powerful, worthy, strong, and exactly where you belong."
The bed to the left catches your attention, and you see, folded at the top by the pillows, are your favorite comfy clothes. You feel pulled towards the soft and inviting textures and find yourself running your fingers along the edges of the duvet, knowing that the rest you need could be had there, between these sheets. Not just to rest your head, but to rest your soul, recharge it, and wake feeling revived. As you reach for your clothes, an orange glow begins to shine from the spiral staircase to the right. You remember that this is only one of the 7 rooms to explore, and suddenly, you're not so interested in crawling into bed as you are adventuring upwards. You head up the swirling spiral staircase, each step bringing you into a more meditative state. A calm and creative energy begins to bubble up inside of you. As you reach the entrance on the 2nd floor, the orange glow radiates from the room. You see things all around you that bring you joy, and hear the lighthouse once again.
You are inspired, you're creative, you're joyful and in control. You're unique, special, kind, and important.
Embrace the feelings that swirl around the room and inside of you. Look around the space to all the inspiration surrounding you. Explore the room with your eyes and take it all in before moving on up the stairs towards the yellow light. As you return to the stairwell, you look back into the room and see someone there that hadn't been there before. They smile and wave, and you recognize them, and your smile erupts from your soul. They have a message for you, so listen carefully when you ask them why they are here. As your conversation comes to a close in the orange room, you feel inspired and even more excited to seek out the knowledge of the third floor. Climbing the stairs towards the yellow light, you feel yourself going deeper into a meditative state, sinking further into the heart center. You reach the yellow-filled room and feel at peace. It's a simple room with a table and a box sitting atop. You walk towards the box and see a handle. There's an arrow pointing clockwise, so you begin turning the handle to open the box. Inside, there is nothing but a yellow rope. You grab it and pull, and pull, and pull, and pull, feeling as though the rope may be endless. But your intuition tells you to keep pulling. And then the lighthouse speaks again in its etheric voice.
You are great. You are confident. You can do anything, and you have a purpose. You are capable, ambitious, intelligent, and powerful.
You continue pulling the rope from the box. These are limiting cords that no longer serve you. Don't worry, soul cords cannot be affected. These are merely attachments that are holding you back. A pair of scissors beside you appears as you reach the final tension point. Having removed all slack from the rope, it now pulls tight. Taking the scissors in your hand, you cut the rope and it falls to the floor, disappearing in seconds. You feel free, weightless, and incredibly empowered. Excited, you turn towards the staircase once again, and the green shining back at you invites you into its embrace. The fourth room, filled with a green glow, feels like a hug, and inside all the things you love most are scattered about. There is a shelf to your right, filled with crystals and essential oils. You're called to take one of each. Your eye is drawn to the rose quartz, malachite, and jade. You choose one and place it in your pocket. The oils you gravitate towards are ylang-ylang, rose, and jasmine. You pick up one of these bottles and place a drop of it into the inside of your wrists and then rub it onto the back of your neck. Quietly, the lighthouse says,
You are kind. You are loved. You are cherished and needed. You forgive, are passionate, accepting of others and yourself.
You take a deep breath, and as you exhale, you feel as though you have been cleansed inside and out. As you head up the stairs again, the blue light calling you forward makes you want to get there even faster. Suddenly, your legs are taking you up the stairs 2 at a time, reaching the 5th room in no time. Inside, you hear crickets and birds as though you were still walking through the woods. The ceiling is glowing with stars, and you're called to scream out to the galaxy above. You know you are alone and will not disturb anyone, so you scream into the bluey darkness, letting go of all the pent-up energy coursing through your body. Afterwards, you take a deep breath and exhale with a sigh. If there are any things you wish to speak to the sky, feel free to do so now, in the safety of a room full of stars, none of which can tell your secrets. Slowly, though, it seems the cloud cover comes to block your view, even though you're inside. Through the clouds, you can hear.
You speak your truth. Your voice matters. You speak with kindness and love. You're able to express yourself with a strong, clear, and steady voice. You have the words you need and are allowed to speak them freely. Your opinion is yours. Take as much space in this world as you want.
Feeling energized and centered, you smile and turn towards the stairs. As you begin heading back up the spiral staircase, you feel drawn into the indigo light of the 6th room above. Before you've reached the entrance, you can hear soft bells and chimes singing for your arrival. Inside the indigo room, a huge, thick, soft rug takes up the middle of the floor. A yoga mat sits rolled at the edge. There's a lavender incense burning, and a small basket of grapes, blackberries, figs, and raisins entices you before rolling out your yoga mat. You grab a handful of your favorite snack, and you feel them begin cleansing your third eye chakra as you swallow, and your body absorbs the nutrients. You take your yoga mat and get cozy in the middle of the rug. The bells and chimes are softly accompanied by a peaceful tune. Starting in a seated position with your hands at your chest, you give thanks for this time you've created for yourself. You seem to float into child's pose, hearing the music in your soul, letting go and surrendering to the movement of your body. The lighthouse quietly whispers.
You see clearly, you think clearly, and you trust your intuition and decisions. You already know the answer. You create your reality and trust in your abilities.
Your body glides into downward dog, stretching and loosening any tight muscles, and then relaxing back into child's pose. The music fades out and only the bells and chimes remain. Moving slowly, you roll your yoga mat back up and give thanks to your third eye room as you head back to the staircase. Namaste. Climbing the stairs for the last time, the purple light emitting from the 7th room seems brighter than all the rest. As soon as you step into the entryway, you hear.
You trust, you are at ease, you are at peace, you are enlightened. You're connected, you know, you are, you're light and purely divine.
The room is all glass, and you can see the light spinning out into the abyss, calling home lost souls at sea. You see flashes of lightning across the sky as a crack of thunder ripples around the lighthouse. It's as though the sound brought gifts with it. Suddenly, the room has others in it. You may recognize them, they may be new guides, but they are here to help. Relax and chat with them, knowing that they have crucial information for your ascension. As each conversation ends and they fade away, you are filled with gratitude for the special time you've spent in the lighthouse. You watch the storm roll in slowly and then turn to head back downstairs. Descending the spiral staircase, you glance inside each room as you pass them by, smiling to yourself as you go because you know you can return here any time. If you are feeling off, as though something is out of sorts, come and check in with each of your lighthouse rooms, making sure everything is order and all is well inside and out. As you near the end of the staircase, the red light emitting from your first floor room lights the way. You yawn as you enter, and the bed seems to beckon you to its safe and inviting softness. You hear rain pattering away outside and walk towards the window, peeking out to see lightning in the distance, and shortly after, thunder settles in around you. Knowing the lighthouse is the safest place to be to wait out the storm, you head towards the bed, put on your comfy clothes, and crawl into the warm sheets. As the duvet softens around you, it's as though it has suddenly taken away any heaviness you've been carrying, and you sink into the bed with ease, listening to the thunder rumble away. It becomes a soothing lullaby mixed with the sounds of the lighthouse. You surrender to the comfort and security all around you. As you drift off into a blissful sleep with a smile, you know that your lighthouse will always be here, on the edge of rough waters. It is a sanctuary for healing.